Incoming message from Commodore Tai.
Hello, your Commodore here. Computer, beam the Vile One to the bridge, please.
Watching Godzilla vs. Kong. Dang it, Ty! You need to warn me or something.
It's better like this. So, today we'll be watching the Season 1, Episode 6, Power Surge.
The episode where Terrorsaur solidifies his role as the Starscream.
Exactly. So, we see the symbol of American freedom flying majestically through the sky. And then...
I suddenly feel quite offended by this.
So...
America.
Okay. Okay. So after
Did I just cause you to ask her?
He goes to investigate, and he finds a shit ton of Energon.
Power. This rock's alive with it. Energon. Enough to power an army.
Well, come on, though. If I saw a mountain flying around, too, I'd want to investigate.
Mm-hmm. So Terrorsaur lands, and he gets jacked with all this Energon power.
I've never felt such power. I'm invincible!
Yeah, apparently he tries to take a sample, and in doing so, the unstableness of the Energon causes him to, as you said, get jacked full of power. And he takes advantage of it by going straight off to whoop himself a purple dinosaur.
So, as Megatron's showing off the Predacon auto guns, Terrorsaur says, "You ain't worth shit. I'm taking over."
Is this?
So, like you said, he's become the Beast Wars version of Starscream.
And if you notice, as he's taking out Megatron, both his shoulder cannons are noticeably larger, and his little gun is now transformed into a giant assault rifle. Somehow the Energon literally made his cannons bigger.
Is this Viagra brand Energon?
Guaranteed to keep you up for a few minutes at least, because Terrorsaur's power does run out fairly quickly.
Transform immediately.
I must see to something before the attack. Tarantulas will command until my return.
So there's this 4-hour wait time.
I mean, even if you look, Terrorsaur does seem visibly deflated when he flies back off. And as he does so, he puts Tarantulas, for some reason, in command.
And Tarantulas being Tarantulas is like, nah. And this kind of upsets Scorponok because, as we mentioned in a prior episode, Scorponok is second in command. And you get a great zinger by Tarantulas.
What does he mean, you command? I'm second in command!
So command.
And then we get Scorponok's one and only command, repair Megatron.
Our true leader.
Make ready the restoration module! We must salvage our true leader!
Oh, we forgot to mention early on that Cheetor actually spotted Terrorsaur both land on the floating mountain and fly off.
Ultra bad.
So he reports this to the Maximal base. As in the Maximal base, who knows what they're doing? Playing old maid?
Yeah, just let me finish this hand. I'm into this stinking pewter for $500,000. Ah, Optimus!
Actually, from what we found out, yes, Rat Trap is essentially playing Old Maid and losing to the computer. He's also kind of incredulous about there being a floating mountain after being told so by Cheetor. Yeah, Optimus does believe him, and he decides to fly out there himself, since he's the only one who can fly. Because Rat Trap's so small, Rat Trap could ride on his back.
They must be near a large concentration of it.
A mountain of it, to be more precise.
Told you, rat breath.
So, a weakened Terrorsaur gets back to his Energon reserves and powers up again. But unbeknownst to him, Tarantulas was following him this entire time.
That's right.
Gotta love Tarantulas being the sneaky bastard that he is. He wants to know how Terrorsaur got his power and goes to figure it out.
And just as Terrorsaur is recharging, Optimus and Rat Trap arrive, and they watch him reboot.
Now to regain my power.
Optimus has kind of a plan. He's going to distract Terrorsaur, even though Terrorsaur is all superpowered now. Well, Rat Trap places a couple of bombs, because he told Rat Trap earlier in the episode to rig for demolition.
Rat Trap, rig for demolition and meet me at the roof hatch in 5 cycles.
To do what?
Destroy that mountain before the Predacons try to secure it.
But during the fight, it looks like Optimus was able to withstand the attack of Terrorsaur a lot better than Megatron did.
Now you've made me mad!
I think that's actually because Megatron was like, why is this guy doing this? He was overconfident because Terrorsaur is kind of a weakling, but Optimus now knows that Terrorsaur is a threat in this condition, so he takes the threat more seriously. He's better prepared.
Good to know. And we get yet another confrontation between Tarantulas and Rat Trap.
I'm afraid I insist.
Does this mark the third time that those two have collided?
And it's kind of funny with the slapstick way of Rat Trap dealing with Tarantulas at one point. But it goes to show that Rat Trap is at least clever enough to deal with a larger foe sometimes.
And just in general, a rat would normally be the prey of a spider, and yet Rat Trap always overcomes Tarantulas.
Well, sometimes being a dick is better than being a mad scientist, I guess.
During the fight between Optimus and Terrorsaur, Terrorsaur loses the powers again. You don't last 4 hours with this Energon. And he realizes that Rat Trap placed his bombs.
Must recharge. Oh, must. Demolition charges. They'll tear this mountain to pieces.
Then the whole mountain goes boom.
But everyone manages to escape.
Well, Terrorsaur is still able to fly. Tarantulas is still able to use his webs to get away. But Rat Trap and Optimus just fall.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the gorilla is able to grab a tree branch.
We're dead, right?
Not this time, but my arms feel like refried rubber bands. Would you mind taking a little weight off my back?
So, defeated and quite in a weakened state, Terrorsaur flaps his way back to the Predacon base, thinking, oh, well, even though I lost the Energon, I got rid of Megatron, only to be surprised.
But at least I got rid of Megatron.
Well, look who's back. Yes.
Ooh. And dealing with a pissed off Megatron, yeah, most people would feel what Terrorsaur is feeling.
Help! Well, we've established that ass-kicking equals authority when it comes to the Predacons, so in order to regain his lead, Megatron has to kick his ass.
Part of me wishes we could have saw that.
Yeah, they had to keep it for kids.
But they can show Megatron getting his ass kicked, but they can't show Terrorsaur getting his ass kicked. You know, for kids.
Well, let's put it this way. Who would you rather see get blown up? A bird dino or a purple dino? I know from experience I'd rather see a purple dinosaur get blown up.
I think so too. But either or would have been good.
All right, anything else?
I believe we're good with that episode. Any final thoughts on that one?
No, but this does set up another future episode, which I won't go into too much. Just following that Terrorsaur is the Starscream of this show, or at least the first season.
But we do get a good amount of tarantulas, which I do enjoy.
Yeah, surprisingly, this was more of a Predacon-centric episode.
Yeah, because you get to see the Predacons develop their defenses. You see a battle between two Predacons, and you get to see more deviousness from them.
Ironically, the only Predacon that doesn't get any highlight this episode is Waspinator. He also doesn't get shot for the first time.
Oh my god!
All right, go ahead and beam me back.
But before I do, who do you got? Are you Team Kong or are you Team Godzilla?
Personally, I think that Godzilla is going to win just because Godzilla is supposed to be bigger, stronger, and he's got freaking atomic breath versus a monkey. Okay, I know he's not really a monkey. But I guarantee you there's going to be some sort of additional threat that they got to team up with at the end to beat. Because that's how all these versus things end up being.
Okay, so go enjoy Godzilla vs. Kong. I hope to have a review. I hope to be doing something with that movie myself later.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to be doing a Jeopardy about that next month, too.
Well, you guys better keep an eye out for that.
All right, later, folkses.
Thank you, Vile Mike, again for coming by. So for your Commodore TIE Coles, live long and prosper. Hailing frequencies closed.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, watch one of my many other videos, and if you like what you see, you can support the channel by donating to my PayPal.
So for Commodore TIE, live long and prosper all, and for now, until next time, the hailing frequencies are closed.